Okay. Hello, hello, hello. And welcome back to our podcast where we talk about The Walking Dead because we're watching The Walking Dead right now, but it's not always going to be about The Walking Dead. Sorry for the delay. A lot of things have been happening. I started college. Also, we watched a season and a half instead of just the one season. Um, we're hitting the portion of The Walking Dead where it feels like nothing is happening ever, also known as the prison. The beginning, really good. The middle was something, and the end was pretty good. But also, it's kind of the reason we had to go to the next half season is because it didn't really finish.
Yeah. Didn't feel like a definitive end.
Yeah, it was very much so like obviously this is just a delay. Nobody died. Nothing happened. Anyway, we'll get into it. So, episode 1, we kind of just reconvene. They discover the prison. It's infested with walkers. They start clearing it out. They're like, holy shit, fences. They've been living under Rick's dictatorship. Okay, I'm sorry. Not to harp. Never shown. He's never shown to be a dictator. Every time he's asking people for advice, wanting it to be a group effort, it's crazy. Herschel gets bit on the ankle.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they cut off his leg.
That happened in the premiere.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah. Oh, and we meet the masked, hooded individual.
Yeah, Michonne.
Michonne. How do we feel about Michonne?
Love Michonne.
Love Michonne. Hey, I agree. I'm just okay. They meet and then Michonne and Andrea. What is this? Do they meet the governor at this point? Oh no, it's absurd. They meet Merle, who then takes them. Yeah. Anyways, so they meet the prisoners. Some of them are cool, some of them suck. They all die eventually, but also this is when Rick goes kind of like crazy with it, and Tomas, the leader of the prison who has a gun, takes a swing at him, and he says, "All right, that's it. It's over. I'm gonna kill you." Yeah, and then he does, kills him dead, and then Andrew is the guy that runs out. Rick chases him because he also tried to kill him, and then he's in a courtyard, and then he's like, "You better run," and then and then apparently he does, because spoiler alert.
Yeah, he doesn't die.
He doesn't die. He lives out there and just fucks shit up.
Yeah,
which is funny because Rick says later that he doesn't want to be a dictator or whatever. But like, if he would have made like the executive decision to just kill that guy instead of letting the walkers do it for him, it would have actually been a lot better. So I don't know what they're really trying to say with that. Okay, so that happens. Oh yeah, helicopter crash.
Yeah.
Yeah. Andrea's sick. She's dying.
Yeah.
And Michonne's taking care of her. They got 2 walkers with them, who have their arms cut off and their lower jaws and teeth removed. So that they can walk with the walkers. If you walk with the walkers, they don't fight you. The other walkers leave you alone. And then we meet Merle, who finds them, but we see the governor from afar. He's pretty cool from what we see in the beginning.
Yeah.
Sucks later. They go to Woodbury. How do you feel about Woodbury? Do you like Woodbury?
Yeah.
Okay. I agree. I think Woodbury is like whatever. It's big. They got a lot of walls. It is also very like cultish and weird. Oh, I will say.
It just boils down to the fights.
Fact.
That's weird. Why are we doing that?
Yeah.
What is that about?
The fights is when they basically put walkers in a pit and then do like WWE style wrestling with them.
Yeah.
And it's like, what did the
Do they mention in the show that it's acting?
Yeah.
Okay.
They say, Michonne, or not Michonne, Andrea's like, well, this is fucking weird. What the fuck are we doing here? And then the governor's like, no, they got their teeth removed. It's for show. You know, it's like,
yeah. Well, I
what...
don't know if that was necessarily true in the comics, but he made a point to say that they were acting, like the people in the arena.
Yeah, I mean,
and that they shouldn't be hurting each other, like with permanent damage.
Yeah, that's why it's WWE type.
Yeah.
Sorry for spoilers for real life if you don't know about WWE being fake. I apologize, but you are also 10. So I don't care that much. Okay. Oh yeah, okay. So Michonne hates Woodbury immediately. She's like, nah, shit's off. Something's weird here. They're too nice, and they're not asking for enough. Like, they didn't vet us at all. Nothing happened. They're being weird. And then, Andrea just loves it. She's like, look, it's safe. Also, the governor's kind of hot. She does a lot of thinking with her idiot side.
Yeah, Andrea takes a turn for the worse.
She takes the L this season.
Just gets...
Yeah.
It's so bad.
Yeah. Okay, so then we're back to the prison. There's a lot of flip-flopping, like the Michonne, Andrea, Woodbury camp, and then the prison group. Mm-hmm. And I think that's what also causes it to drag a little bit. Because anytime something like even moderately interesting is happening, it's like, oh, and now we're gonna jump.
Yeah, now we're gonna go back to Woodbury, where it's boring.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the governor. Okay, we skipped a little bit. So the governor is interrogating the dude, from the helicopter guy, and he says, "Oh, I can bring him back here, and we'll be safe." And then he murders that guy, and then he murders all those people to steal their
weapons.
Yeah, and it gets into kind of like the faux propaganda angle, where it's like, "Oh, this is propaganda. It's bad."
Yeah.
He's lying, and it's just for no reason though. Where it's like, bro, why didn't you recruit those people?
Yeah.
Like, at least assess them for being threats and then silently pick them off. You're just... Manpower is very scarce. Okay. Oh, okay. And so then, as we said earlier, Andrew had survived and has been fucking up the prison. He turns on the alarm. He opens a gate. He sets meat out, like a heart or something.
Yeah.
I don't get that. Where'd he get that heart?
I don't know.
Crazy. But like,
he's just doing
was
stuff.
it a pig heart?
It could have been.
Yeah. But how would he have? I don't know. Okay. T-Dog. Bit dead.
Okay. Bit rescues Carol, then dead.
True.
He took one for the team.
He took a crazy one for the team.
And he closed the gate.
Yeah.
Let's give him a little bit of credit.
Hey, he popped off. I'm not going to disagree with you. He went wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, they find him, and then he's going to kill Rick, and then the other prisoner shoots him. Oscar.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oscar dies at Woodbury.
Yeah.
That was
crazy.
At
the season finale.
Was that? No.
Yeah, they had to pretend it had stakes. Lori goes into labor.
Yeah.
And then it's the worst.
Yeah.
Up there.
First of all, Carol's not even there.
No.
Second of all, it's Maggie.
Carol had been training to do the C-section on her.
Yeah.
It's Maggie.
And Carl.
And Carl. And she slices through her. No good. Yeah. It's over. Carl shoots Lori in the head. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's pretty wild. This is episode 4, Mike. Again,
it did happen pretty quick.
It's real condensed, and then it's just okay. So then the cage fights. We learn about the governor's daughter and how he's a weird little freak.
Yeah. And
he was like, "Aw, I love my little girl, even though she's a zombie." Yay. Yeah. Little cringe. Michonne is exiled. And she's like, see, that's the only way I'm really allowed to leave, is if I get kicked out, because no one's allowed to leave. Mm-hmm. Which is true. Like, she's like allowed to leave, but then they literally go hunt her down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, so this is when Andrea and Michonne split. Sorry, I can't see where the camera is. Split and go their separate ways, with Andrea just being like, no, the governor's so cool and I love him and I'm going to bang him. Yeah. Oh yeah, Rick loses his goddamn mind.
Yeah.
After Lori dies, he hears an imaginary phone call with all the people who've died.
I think it's just Lori.
No. Later, it's everyone who's died. Like, he hears T-Dog, too. Yeah, like, he just...
I know that.
Yeah. What do you think all the other voices were?
I don't remember any other voices at all.
Oh, that's fair. It is mostly Lori. But, no, other voices pop up. Because I remember it because it said on the subtitles.
Oh.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, that makes sense. Yeah. The baby's doing whatever they find. They go out for baby formula, and then Glenn and Maggie get captured by Merle.
Yeah.
In the stupidest, dumbest thing of all time. Oh my gosh. That was so dumb.
Yeah.
It was so dumb. Yeah. So basically, they have him dead to rights. They both have a gun on him. He doesn't have any gun on him. He has one hand because he had to chop off his own hand to escape. Merle's alive. I don't know. Did we say Merle's alive? Everyone know Merle's alive. He's alive. Cool. Great for him. Hate him. And he has now like a knife hand, which is cool. Love that for him.
Yeah. So he has one hand. He has one weapon.
Yeah. Anyways, he's doing this. He's not got a gun. He's like this. He's got one hand, and he still gets the drop on him.
I don't know how he did that.
He's got a knife to Maggie's throat.
It's just the Merle power.
Yeah, it's like Glenn it's because Glenn's, no offense, a loser.
Yeah. Love Glenn.
Love Glenn. No. He has a pop-off later, but this is his loser
crazy.
arc. And then Maggie's also a loser at this point. She has her pop-offs later.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so then there's a crazy episode that goes, like, hard as hell. When Glenn and Maggie get tortured.
Yeah.
They get tortured by the governor. Merle tortures...
I have to block out half that episode.
That's so fair. Merle tortures Glenn, like, just beats the shit out of him, and then, while he's tied up, throws a walker at him.
Yeah. And
then Glenn breaks out of his fucking chair, rips it, and smashes the walker's head in, and it's like... It's sick. It goes hard. And then... the counterpoint is Maggie gets, like, assaulted, and it really sucks, and it's bad, and I honestly think it doesn't add anything. And then, of
course, she spills.
She breaks too. Glenn's, like, just beaten, bloody-faced.
Yeah. Looking
bad. And then Maggie, like, is like, no, don't hurt Glenn. It's like, Maggie.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. That's different in the comic, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How so?
How so? Maggie's not captured.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I thought just she didn't break. So
no, it's Glenn, Michonne, and Rick. Yeah.
That's so different. That's very different.
Yeah, and that's where Rick gets his hand cut off. I believe.
That's triple crazy, because
Yeah.
I thought he got his hand cut off by Negan, but I know that's not true. But it's because Negan threatens to do it, like, way later on.
Yeah, and people thought that was going to happen because he's already lost his hand for so long in the comics at that point.
Yeah.
But yeah, and nobody talks, actually. The way that they find it is they follow somebody there.
Yeah. And that makes sense.
Well, actually, I don't think they even do that because I think that was a fake out and I was shook. And it was because they said that they were going to follow Glenn back, but Glenn didn't go back or something. And it was actually, they just interviewed a bunch of people about a prison because they knew that they were at a prison because they found Rick's uniform.
Yeah. Way better than the just character assassination of Maggie. Michonne tells the Rick camp that about what happened because she saw them get kidnapped.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and so she shows up.
Yeah,
with
she
baby
brings the
formula
formula.
too,
Yeah.
And Rick doesn't trust her at all, and I think that's why she respects it more.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's not like, you can stay. He's like, all right, I'll give you like food for a day, but then get the fuck out. Like,
Yeah.
You cannot stay with us. We don't fucking know you. And she's like, oh yeah, my people. I love. Look,
Cautious people.
yeah, if you're not distrusting, you got something wrong with you. Oh, okay. So then they also lead a squad to Woodbury to go rescue Glenn and Maggie. And while that happens, we meet Tyrese, who has been introduced forever at this point in the comics. Yeah. With a group who has a member who's like bit and dying, and then they have to kill him, and then Carl's like, I'll do it. I love killing.
Yeah, I think
I got
so.
hunger.
This is where they get Alan and Donna,
Mm-hmm.
which are characters that were at the beginning of the comics who die around and before the prison.
Wild.
Yeah. Alan kind of has some of Herschel's qualities. But anyways, what was I saying?
Tyrese?
Yeah, Tyrese has been there for a minute. And he had a daughter and
Oh, yeah.
daughter's boyfriend, not Sasha, his sister. Sasha doesn't exist.
Oh, okay.
She's just a show character.
It's weird the creative liberties they take. Also, that's funny with the season 1 episode where they're like, well, as my brother, you were always the smart one, sister. Where you're like, yeah, they don't have the dialogue to crib to make it sound decent. Sorry. It gets a little hokey, I'm going to be honest. Okay, so we do that. There's a huge conflict between the prison group, Rick's group, and Woodbury.
Yeah.
Huge shootout. They throw a lot of grenades.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's pretty good. It's pretty action packed. Yeah.
I don't really remember anything that happens.
Oscar dies.
Do Daryl and Merle fight?
Yeah. Well, actually, no.
Is that the finale?
They fight through the smoke. Like, and same with Andrea. I think she shoots Oscar. Anyways.
She shoots Oscar? That's wild. That's wild. That better not be true. I think we need to look that up.
Yeah.
Look up Andrea's kills. They better not be on there.
But, so, yeah. Sorry. Daryl gets captured, because remember at the end of the mid-season finale, it goes, like, he's like, your own brother! And then that's the first time he sees him. And then they turn on the governor.
Sure.
Alright. Oh yeah, okay, and then this is Michonne, where she fucking kills Penny, and then the governor loses his goddamn mind, and then she blinds him.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think he should have died.
I think he should have died with what she did to him in fucking comics. I think he should have died.
At least in the comics, though, they have the thing of, like, she wanted him to live.
Yeah.
Whereas in this, I'm like, yo, she was trying to kill him? Like, are you kidding me? Also,
she was actively trying to kill him in the show.
And he's just fine. Like, he got full stabbed in the eye, and he's perfectly fine within, like, a couple days.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah, so that goes crazy. He wears an eye patch.
Yeah.
He looks a little silly.
2 days, he gets an eye patch. 2 days. Carl doesn't get that treatment.
No. Well, here's the thing. They already had one eye patch
Spoilers
character.
for the future.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was the mid-season finale, and it went kind of hard. We were thinking potentially about doing that as its own section, but it was also like so much happened, and then literally, not to be weird, nothing happens in the second half of the season until like the end. Like stuff happens, but like Rick doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
Rick kicks out Tyrese and them, and then they go eventually and find Woodbury. Yeah. Which is, that makes sense. But Rick just like sees Lori and just like, he's in the middle of a psychotic break. And he just screams at them. Like, get out! Yeah. So that makes sense. He then wanders into the woods for a bit.
Yeah.
Oh, Merle comes back. So Merle, they went back for Merle and Daryl after they had already gotten out. They go back.
Yeah.
They find him. They help him escape.
We're always going back for Merle.
Yeah.
Why are we doing this?
Look, he's a character.
Yeah.
They really try to redeem him this season.
Yeah, I think they just liked Michael Rooker.
That's fair.
Which is fair.
Yeah.
But they didn't have to start him out being so trash.
I also think they just like their own personal characters.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like, we write the characters, we have complete creative control. Like, we can take certain elements if we want to, but it's very, like, whatever. Yeah. Okay. Checking. Yeah, okay, so the next episode is just a big, like, Daryl and Merle arguing.
Yeah.
And then you're just kind of like, oh, what's gonna happen? Like, it maybe Merle can turn around. Daryl's kind of got him on the ropes, morally and argumentatively. And then the governor comes in and kills fucking Axel, a different prisoner, who was weird.
Yeah.
He was hitting on Beth.
Yeah, and then Carol.
After
he found out that she wasn't a lesbian.
But also Beth's like 16, 17.
Yeah, she's 17.
Yeah, and he's like 40.
Gotta be.
And a prisoner. Not to say that prisoners are inherently bad, but I'm just saying that I think he was in there for like...
He's pretty cool in the comic.
Okay. Wow.
He's pretty cool. He's kind of older though, but he gives like biker energy. And he doesn't hit on any of the underage girls.
Oh, hell yeah, good for him. Okay, and then... Okay, so then we have the whole hangout in the barn. Andrea comes.
The barn.
Yeah, they have a talk, the governor and Rick, in a giant barn.
Isn't it like a mill or something?
Yeah. It's barnish.
Yeah.
It's barn coated. Carol's like, here's what you gotta... Carol's talking to Andrea, and she's like, here's what you gotta do. You gotta give him the best night of his life. Like, really work him out, if you know what I mean? And then fucking kill him, stab him.
I forgot that Andrea even got back.
Yeah.
And then the fact that she leaves.
And then she leaves again, because she's like, oh, you gotta be peaceful. You gotta be good. You gotta blah, blah, blah.
What?
And then he's like, do you understand that he did all of this shit first? He is the preeminent asshole here? Like, he kidnapped our people, attacked them, assaulted them.
Yeah.
Craziness. Oh my gosh, we haven't even talked about Milton at all. Says a lot.
Yeah.
Says a lot.
He exists.
Yeah.
He's there.
He's
doing what he's doing.
He's a science guy.
He's researching
walkers and trying to see if maybe there's a bit of consciousness that survives. Which is funny, because technically his theory is proven in the later seasons, in which the walkers have a little bit of cognizance. So who knows? Maybe if he would have lived. Okay. So that happens. Tyrese finds Woodbury, and then we meet back up with Morgan. His
oh yeah.
Yeah. Clear.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, that shit's crazy. Also, it sucked. I didn't like it.
It's a made-up plot.
Yeah.
It is.
It felt like that. It's the thing where it feels like filler, where we're like, let's check in on Morgan. See, oh, he's not doing good.
He's not doing good.
No, yeah, I'm not
Although,
doing good
when they did recheck in with Morgan in the comics, he was not doing good.
I mean,
that's but not like that. Not in that way.
I just think like, I don't know. I feel like they portray losing your mind, like having like a mental episode, like super weird. Yeah. Like just out of nowhere, you'll just have like zero cognition, zero empathy, zero whatever, and then just be a murderer.
It's so funny because I forgot about Rick being crazy because he was fine for like 2 episodes or something.
Yeah.
And then he went crazy on Tyrese and them, and I was like...
Yeah, it was just a throwaway. They were like, we need to get Tyrese to Woodbury. Rick... Yeah. Rick, he has the Carl.
What has Carl been doing? Where is he?
He's been hanging on the ship. He's been taking care of Judith too.
I guess.
He's also been fantasizing about killing people.
Yeah.
Because Carl's a murderer.
Does he have his gun?
Yeah. Of course he has his gun. Oh, that was
taken away.
That was a thing, too. Oh, no, actually, he doesn't have his gun. Because he doesn't get his gun until, like, 30 days, no incident. So he doesn't have a gun. I take it back. I was incorrect.
There we go, like I said.
Yeah, true.
His gun taken away.
Because he was a little too trigger happy.
Yeah.
And it's true. Doesn't he kill that kid? Or is that coming up? Because that's, I think, what his gun gets taken away. I think it's in the finale. He kills a kid.
Yeah, he kills one of the Woodbury kids.
Yeah.
And Herschel was there.
Yeah.
And he put his gun down. And he still killed him.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, that's kind of like the finale, though, I'm pretty sure. Mm-hmm. So, anyways, oh yeah, Herschel likes Milton. He's cool. The governor basically, in the barn, in the mill, says, if you give me Michonne, it'll be fine, but she's done something unforgivable. Mm-hmm. And he's like, I know what you do with your women, man. I'm not fucking giving you Michonne. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Also, fuck you. You deserve it. You've killed so many people. Yeah, and then another kind of like nothing episode where Andrea walks back to the prison again, mm-hmm. and then tortures her.
Yeah.
Actually, Rick does give Michonne to the governor, but he changes his mind. And then we have like a little car trip with Michonne and Merle.
Yeah.
He hotwires a car.
Takes forever.
Yeah, it takes 5 ever. She murders like a bunch of walkers while being chained up to a post. It's pretty sick.
Yeah, being wired up to a post.
Yeah. And then Merle also changes his mind because Michonne's got that silver tongue. She got his ass.
Yeah.
She's like, look, no one's even gonna care. Daryl's not gonna care. You set your road to hell. You think you're doing the good thing, but nobody wants you to do this.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't redeeming you. Anyways, so Merle's like, damn, you got me. I want to go out in a blaze of glory. Goes, drives a car into Woodbury, just starts shooting people. No one who matters. Goes mano-y-mano with the governor, and then the governor kind of just puts him down. Yeah. But then also just like, not like puts him down, not a bullet to the head, but lets him turn into a walker.
Yeah, I think he bites his finger off and then he stabs him.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
The fights are kind of weirdly choreographed, I'm going to be honest. Like, they're interesting, but they're not, like, super compelling. Yeah, okay. So then, the governor kills Milton while she's tied down to a chair. A lot of tying down to chairs this season.
Well, while Andrea is tied to a chair, right?
Yeah. And then he kills Milton.
Yeah.
Because he told Andrea, which let them prepare. And then Milton's turning, and then he turns and he bites Andrea, kills her? Or...
Well, he bites her, but, like...
I just don't remember how Andrea dies, but I know Andrea does die.
Yeah, she gets bit. But I think she kills him, and then they all come to see her or whatever.
Yeah. That's the season.
She kills herself before she turns.
Yeah. Oh, I have to say, so the Woodbury Army tries to fight them, but they laid a bunch of traps and scare them off, basically. Right? Like, and then the governor kills all of them.
I guess.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, I know the governor kills all the Woodbury people, yeah.
Yeah.
Not like what Karen survives.
Yeah. Well, of the army portion, but there's other survivors.
Yeah.
Mostly the
people who stayed behind.
Yeah. And this is where Carl just kills a kid. And he's like, he had a gun, he was gonna draw, and it's like, and then Herschel's like, no, he was not.
Yeah.
He was surrendering, you fucking freak.
Carl, you can't lie. There's a witness.
Yeah, you can't lie to Herschel. Herschel knows.
Yeah.
No, but anyways, Andrea dies, and Michonne officially takes most of her role.
Yeah.
We can talk about what's different from the comic if you would like, but I feel like it's so much that it's just like they're two different stories.
Yeah, I was just gonna go over the plot, like the main plot, really. and then that was it.
Okay. Well, the floor is yours.
Well, did we want to? Are we done with the governor? I was just
do we
gonna
want to do a full one shot?
I was just gonna do it until
I was going
that
to
was
say,
done because that's a good stop point for.
True. I was going to say that I wanted to introduce a new thing because we have been doing tier lit or best worst characters, and now, ciao. Sorry, this is experimental. Alright, there we are in the corner. Okay. Best, great, normal, bad, worst. I don't really like how this is phrased, but it's fine. Okay. Rick. Normal.
What, for the season?
Yeah, for the season. For the season specifically. Like, here's the thing. He had some okay moments, but he just kept being like, I'm not a dictator. I don't want to make the decision. It's like, bro, literally, this is all you said for like 2 minutes straight in the end of season 2 is, I'm a dictator. I want to make all the decisions. Like, you can't. And then you lost your little mind with Lori. You lost your little mind with Carl killing Lori. Beth, she didn't do anything.
She be taking care of Judith.
You want to?
But, I mean, she really don't be doing anything.
Thank you.
I was just saying, you can't say that she didn't do
fair.
anything.
Okay. All right. Carl.
Yeah, what is he doing?
Okay.
He's just... he's doing bad stuff. He's doing stuff... He's doing stuff Carl shouldn't be doing.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a little too murder happy. He's made some mistakes.
He's a little too doesn't care about murder people at all.
Okay, Maggie, look, she didn't have a lot to do, but I feel like she did it well. It's unfortunate that she breaks.
Yeah.
No, but like, besides that, she's done, like, she's been on.
Yeah.
Like, she's been doing
She's
good.
definitely done better.
Yeah, she was helping clear out the, like, just comparatively. Season 2, she didn't do anything.
Yeah.
She almost got her and Glenn killed.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now, she didn't do that. And she's doing great. At least she's, like, fine. Daryl. Good argument? Bad argument?
Yeah. I mean, I can't think of anything, like, necessarily bad he's doing right now.
Yeah, I think he's just, yet again, like, one of the more efficient people.
Yeah.
Where, like, he's not really bogged down by his, like...
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't do bad. He's just there. He's a tool. Yeah. Glenn. Glenn popped off this season.
Yeah.
Glenn went crazy with it. Herschel.
Yeah.
He was a good moral compass. He did
pretty good.
He was a good replacement Dale.
Yeah.
Yeah. Carol. She was there. She told Andrea to suck, fuck, and kill the governor.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that didn't happen. So, if it happened, I would put her up one. Because that's some crazy advice.
Yeah.
Merle, I'm going to put him in bad. I could see an argument for worst if you want to say worst. But I'm going to say bad.
But, like, he sided with the governor.
Yeah, but he put some boots on the ground at the end. He made it so that, like, the retreat was better.
I'll give him that one.
Okay. Lori.
Worst?
Well, she just didn't do anything.
She died.
She
died 3 episodes in. So, yeah, of course she didn't do anything.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying that, like, but she also was, like, so, like, can we make this work, Rick?
Yeah.
It's just character assassination. She, like, double didn't do anything.
Yeah.
And, unfortunate for her, broke Rick. That's not her fault, but that is, like, her impact on the story is making Rick go from great to normal. Andrea. See, I just hate to...
so bad.
I just hate to feel like I'm hating on the women here.
She really fucked up.
Yeah.
Well, Michonne's about to... You know where Michonne's
yeah, we know where Michonne goes. We know where Michonne goes. It's okay. Yeah. But, okay, I just want to discuss the Andrea. Oh, my God. Just... She got caught up in the lies. She got caught up in the drama. She got caught up in the idea of potentially having a kid. She was silly.
Yeah.
She worked against the people she had survived with. She had stayed 8 months with Michonne.
Yeah.
On the wild.
On the wild?
And then just immediately said, no, that means nothing. I don't trust you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I trust this man I've known for 4 days over you. Inherent sexism. Internalized misogyny. Michonne, best character, honestly.
Yeah,
over there. These aren't ordered, but this one's ordered.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Michonne just popped off. Anything she wanted to do, she did.
Yeah. She said goals achieved.
Yeah.
I got it.
She went crazy with it. Governor.
Opposite end, please. Thank you.
Worst. Absolute awful.
Hate him.
Yeah, the villain. Literally just a villain. T-Dog. What are we feeling?
What?
Are we putting him in great or best?
I don't know about best.
Okay,
but
great.
he can be great. That's fine.
Yeah. He's definitely above normal. He went out like a boss. He had the Boromir death. He got bit and he said, "I'm gonna make this count."
Yeah.
And then he saved Carol's ass. It sucks. Look, if she was great, and yet again had convinced Andrea to kill the governor and then move Andrea up to normal, he would also be moved up to best because then he would have directly saved the day.
Yeah.
Well, indirectly.
Yeah.
Sasha, just whatever.
Yeah.
Tyrese, I'll put him there. Tyrese was cool. He had a lot of he was the voice of reason. He was very understanding. At the end, he was like, "Nah, I don't trust the governor either."
Yeah.
I'm not going with him. He's weird. It's either normal or bad.
I think we gotta go bad.
Yeah.
I
tried
don't
to kill Rick.
I don't like what they did. I don't know where they
also
came
just
up
had
with
him throw
this.
one off.
And I just don't get it.
Yeah, I feel pretty good about this list.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just gonna do some little ordering. Yeah, I think that's good. I think any ordering disagreements?
No.
Yeah.
Wait. Is it the worst?
Is on the right.
Okay, yeah, then that's fine.
Obviously. I think I'd put Andrea.
I just had to make sure. I don't know.
Andrea's the worst because she enabled the governor. She can't be worse than the guy doing the bad things because she let him do the bad thing.
Yes. I know, I was just making sure.
Also, none of the prisoners are on here, but that's kind of real. Alright.
They're not characters. Not really.
Yeah, true. Alright, and then
if you don't survive the season you're introduced in, I don't think you can.
Yeah, you're not meaningful. Okay, on to season 4. Just the first half, though. Is that you? Oh my god! I legitimately thought a bird had or a cricket or something. That's scary.
I don't know how I did that. Sorry.
I'm fearful now. Don't look at me. Don't ever do that again. Okay. Lock in.
Yeah.
30 days without incident.
Without an accident.
Yeah, I can't.
That was a pretty good episode.
Yeah, that was
pretty good.
It was. Look, they always start and end strong.
Yeah.
The prison's run by a council now,
yes.
Right? It's no longer Rick. He doesn't care. It's been 30 days without an accident.
Yeah.
Which is cool thing. Carl doesn't have a gun.
Beth is keeping track of.
There is a bunch of new people that have been joining, but also joined from Woodbury. That was kind of the end of season 3. They jumped in the bus, drove over. Love that for them.
Mm-hmm.
And then so the first half, 3/4 of it is just
everybody's sick.
Everybody's sick, and it's interesting, and I like where they went conceptually with this. Because here's the thing: a plague, a disease, anything triple dangerous, scary. In the zombie apocalypse, because if you die, you will then turn into a zombie, so nowhere is safe. And so that brings up a lot of interesting things. Yeah. So that's kind of the main central conceit focus. It's not super entertaining because a lot of time it's just oh no, everybody's sick. What are we gonna do? But yeah, it's pretty cool. So Carol goes crazy. So,
yeah.
Carol, unless you want to explain. So Tyrese and Karen have been, friendly, boy friendly and girl friendly.
Yeah.
And then Karen gets sick, and David, random nobody, gets sick. And then Carol murders them.
Yeah.
Because she thinks that they are like, oh, I can stop the infection from spreading to everybody else if I just...
Yeah, these guys are already sick. If I just prevent them from getting everybody else sick, maybe it'll just be fine.
Yeah, there's also a subplot where there's like a psychopath in the camp.
Yeah.
And it's one of the kids.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember which one.
Lizzie.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. But Tyrese thinks that they're connected. They're not.
Yeah. Well, it does make sense though. Like it's like somebody murdered these people for no reason, allegedly, and then randomly there's like dead animals and rats being fed to the walkers. Oh yeah, and there's like double infected walkers, the walkers who like look weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which is where I think we're supposed to believe the plague came from.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, because Karen was out there killing them.
Yeah.
And she killed one that looked like that.
Yeah. But Patrick was the first one that died.
Patrick was the first one that died.
Yeah. But so they think it's the pigs, but
yeah,
who's to say? It might have been the pigs getting it and then they spread it.
Yeah.
We meet Bob as well, who is a former alcoholic.
I don't know if we could say former.
He was a former. He's a modern day current alcoholic now.
Yeah.
Because he has access to alcohol.
Yeah.
And that causes some problems.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just bringing this up because yet again, there's like it's a bunch of nothing. It's just whatever for like most of the infected portion. So it's just for the fun parts where Sasha at the end is like, "You saved me and I love you, Bob. You're so cool." And it's just funny because Bob, like, one, didn't really help that much, but two, also is just like not in her league. Not to be mean and essentialist, you can like who you like, love who you love, but like Sasha's way better and deserves way better than him. And then that just goes on until the people that don't matter die, and then Glenn gets sick too and is fine. Herschel locks himself in the sick people thing to help them, and then is fine.
Yeah.
Pops off. Good for him.
Yeah.
And then
we meet back up with the governor.
Yeah.
And then we have like a whole side plot with him for like 2 episodes.
Honestly, I think it's very good.
It was pretty good. It was pretty good.
I think it's the thing is that it's much more focused. Like the sickness thing, you're just like, there's got to be 2 hours that you could have cut out of just them being sick and stressed about them being sick.
Yeah.
So we jump in on the governor. He's been abandoned, and then he spent the 30 days just kind of wandering. Is it 90 days in total, but 30 days without an accident?
Not sure.
Yeah, I think it is. It doesn't matter. A time period has passed. So we see what he's been getting up to, and then he meets up with these family in the hotel or in a condo.
Yeah, it's in like an apartment building.
Yeah. He helps them. He tries to be like kind.
Yeah. Lily, the dad, and Megan.
Yeah. And he really likes Megan because it reminds him of her daughter.
Of his daughter.
Yeah. Her daughter.
His daughter, Penny.
Yeah, and he kind of falls into a romantic thing, and you're like, you know what, maybe he was broken by the position of leadership. Maybe that's what, like, messed him up. Maybe there's a good person under here somewhere. Maybe he's just, But no, he's just a bad guy. So, yeah. He also set Woodbury on fire. Because, screw anyone using that for any other reason than his personal pleasure and enjoyment.
I didn't realize Martinez lived.
Yeah, no, he makes it.
And then the second group or whatever.
Yeah. So then he meets up. They have to leave the hotel. They have to leave the apartment complex. because they had been forced to stay in that location because of the dad couldn't move because he had stage 4 lung cancer, and they were waiting for him to die.
Yeah.
And then he dies, and then he almost kills Tara.
Was it Tara?
Yeah, because he grabbed her hair.
Oh yeah.
Or Hera.
Yeah, and then doesn't he kill him with the air thing, the air tank?
Yeah, he just
just traumatic for them.
Yeah. And then they find a group of survivors led by Martinez, and he says everybody's got to pull their weight.
Yeah.
And then eventually the governor kills Martinez for no reason, just for fun.
Oh yeah.
They're golfing on the roof, and then
and he hits him, and then he just shoves him in the pit of walkers.
Yeah,
that was crazy. I can't believe I forgot about that.
And then he says he's just I don't want it. I don't, because I think Martinez says something we could maybe co-rule here. I know you're good for it. You got the charisma. He's rizzed up. He's rizzed out of his mind a lot of the time. For real.
Yeah. I think that's majority the actor though.
Yeah,
that's
true.
not even the governor doesn't even give that in the comics, in my opinion.
Yeah. So then he's the group won't survive. He does try to leave at first. He tries to leave, and then there's mud zombies. There's only 20. I feel like they.
Yeah, there's there was 15. There wasn't even 20. It was crazy.
Yeah, and he's well, that way's blocked forever. Better not try it.
Yeah, they can't even move.
Yeah. So then he's and then it's oh, we got to take the prison because it's just proven he's just brain broke.
Yeah.
He's I need that prison. I don't even know if it's a good thing to have. And then he even tries to destroy the prison fully.
Yeah.
So anyways, he kills Martinez. He kills Pete, the guy who tries to replace Martinez, who's a good guy, and then convinces Pete's brother that what he's doing is right and for the good of the camp. Which is crazy. How are you going to let this dude kill your brother and then still be on his side?
Yeah.
Yeah. And this guy's always been a shithead. He just shot this dude who he didn't know if it had turned or not. He just shot him in the head. Yeah. Whack. Yeah. And then, and then they reconvene. The governor goes to the prison, grabs Michonne and Herschel, has them kind of in front as hostages, and says, we need you to leave right now, or we'll kill him, and also we have a tank.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it's get out of here, hate you. Rick's you guys can just join us. We don't ever have to interact with each other. This is a big prison.
Yeah.
We can share, we can trade, it doesn't matter. We can live here together, but we can't leave.
Yeah.
It's not good. And then the governor's I don't give a fuck. Whatcha? Kills Herschel. And the Herschel's the whole one. Okay, Herschel did get out skunked here. He had a gun like this. And then he could have just done that, but he was oh, delayed. And then, I don't know. He should have just shot him. People are real slow on the draw here. Anyways, gets his head cut off by Michonne's sword. Huge gunfight breaks out. A crazy action sequence.
Yeah.
There's a Megan is playing in the mud. There had been a mudslide. Someone died in the mudslide. Came up as a walker, ate her.
Yeah.
Because Lily wasn't paying attention.
Paying attention to a whole different thing.
Yeah, there was a walker walking across the river.
Yeah.
And then he fell, obviously, because it's a fast-moving river.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so this sends the governor triple over the edge, because it's he lost his daughter again. Mm-hmm. Which is crazy, because I feel Lily doesn't even have that extreme of a reaction.
Well, no, because then he just shoots her.
Just stop the reanimation.
And then Lily kills him.
Michonne kills him.
Well, Michonne kills him, but then she shoots him.
Then she kills him again.
Yeah, so she kills him.
Yeah. So then it's this huge thing. They shoot the tank at the prison. They're not doing good.
Yeah, they take down the fences.
Yeah. Oh, Rick and Carl do a little bit of bonding over killing walkers together earlier, like 2 episodes ago.
Oh my god, Rick kills all the pigs.
Yeah, it's very sad. He just has a pig and he'll just go toss it out for the walkers to run at.
Yeah. It was so sad.
Yeah.
Um.
And then Rick and the governor fight. Michonne stabs him through.
Mm-hmm.
And then Rick escapes with Carl. Everybody goes off in different directions. We think Judith is dead. And then the governor gets killed.
Yep.
By Lily, like you said.
Yep. That's it.
Yeah. I feel like we already kind of did like the tier list, so I liked it. I think it was pretty good. Fun time. Little boring sometimes, but I think they went interesting directions with it. I'm going to give it A-.
I think that's fair.
Also an A-? Wow.
Yeah.
You went from C+ to A- in here. Yeah, a good TV.
Yeah. Pretty good.
That was all. Sorry again for the delay. We're doing our best. And also, it's hard. And we are busy people. But on to the rest of season 4. Hopefully sooner, because it's just half a season. But hopefully it's not too boring that we have to do another season and a half part. Make sure to like and subscribe. I will keep doing this. All right. Bye.